Portman worked for 18 long months to bring Otto home. And Senator, good morning to you. Thanks for coming back here.
Bill.
How are Fred and Cindy doing, their parents? I know you're very close with them.
It's tough. I think they would say that they're very pleased that the hostages were released, but it's tough to see those hostages coming home and knowing that their son came home, as you said, in a vegetative state, and that for 16 months the North Koreans were lying to us about his situation. We were not hearing from him. We were not able to get consular visits from the Swedes, which we'd had before. We were very concerned about his health, but they kept saying he was fine, and then finally acknowledged to us, again 16 months after he had gone into effectively a vegetative state, coma-like state, that he was, as they said, not waking up. So it shows you, Bill, the evil nature of this regime, in my view, and it shows you that we have to be careful as we negotiate with them. I'm hopeful and optimistic that this will work. I do think we should have direct negotiations. Yeah,
you've said that for some time, right? I mean, you want direct dialogue, and
I do.
I guess we have it now, right? And Mike Pompeo is making some news a moment ago. You may be aware of this. You may be hearing this for the first time, but he is saying they expect the denuclearization process to begin by the end of the president's first term, which would be 2.5 years from now. He says the deal is, we got it in writing about verifiable. React to all this right now.
Well, first of all, I think it's very hopeful when you hear the communique and what the North Koreans are saying, but trust but verify. And while we are verifying, I think we need to keep the possibility, by the way, of continuing our so-called war games with South Korea in place. In other words, not to end it, but to put a freeze on it for now, just so long as we know that they are actually honoring the commitments that they've made. And if they aren't honoring them and they need to be verifiable, then those exercises would continue.
But is that how you characterize this now, a military freeze?
That's how I read it.
We make an act, we make a move, and then their move would be next then, right, Senator?
That's correct, and they made certain commitments at the summit, so let's see what they do, and let's make sure again that all this is verifiable, because I frankly don't think we can trust them given their history, which has been to enter into negotiations. By the way, with the Bush administration, the Obama administration, the Clinton administration, this is not new, to stall any movement toward reducing or eliminating their nuclear arsenal and their means to deliver it. So they have used negotiations in the past as a way to get some economic help and to basically stall what the international community has called for them to do.
Clearly.
We can't allow that to happen.
Do you think Kim is different than his father and grandfather?
I do. I do.
Come?
I think, well, one reason I think he has more of a given his a little bit of a Western education and orientation, I think he has a little better sense of the world, and I think he's also realizing that, having made commitments to his people, that he's not going to have them go through the kind of incredible economic hardship that they've experienced, that he's got to deliver. So I think there's an opportunity here. I'm not saying there's not, but I also think that he is not someone to be trusted.
Last question, because the attention is going to go to Congress on all this, right? And the range of opinions are already flooding in. Do you think Democrats are given a fair shake here, or do they think maybe Singapore should not have happened for some reason based on Iran and President Obama and all the 8 years of that period?
Yeah, look, I think there is a bipartisan consensus here that it's a good idea to actually get rid of their nuclear weapons program, and it's obviously a huge national security threat to our country and to the world. However, I have seen some Democrats say things that I think they would not have said if it wasn't President Trump, going over, and so I think we need to be careful here again. I'm skeptical. I believe it needs to be verified. I think we need to have the maximum pressure campaign on the sidelines, ready to go right back into effect, including the exercises with North Korea, with South Korea regarding North Korea. But it's a good thing that we're talking directly. It's a good thing that there is the possibility now for them to dismantle their nuclear weapons program. And we need to keep that in mind on a nonpartisan basis. Be sure we're focused on what's best for the safety and security of the American people.
Yeah. Senator, thanks. Good to see you. Come on back.
Thanks,
Rob Portman, you bet,
Take care.
from Ohio. Thanks, Senator.